People who wear glasses. What are things non-glasses wearing people will never experience, understand about wearing glasses? Naps. You ever try laying down on one side with your glasses on? Uncomfortable as can get. The panic you feel when you either think you've lost your glasses, or when they fall on the floor, or they're just floating freely in your purse or pocket without a case. Fogging up of your lenses. Whether it's due to humidity, wearing a mask, or just your breath, your lenses fogging up is annoying as hell. Can also be a safety hazard, depending on the conditions you find yourself in. When your vision is so bad you need new glasses every 2 years, and insurance barely covers a new set of glasses. Like, my glasses aren't for cosmetic purposes. I need them to see. I'd argue that glasses are typically a medical necessity. I noticed this when I got a new pair of glasses and have been wearing contacts for about 10 years. I really needed an updated lens prescription on my glasses because you never know if you'll need them, and I was hoping to use them to take my puppy out for his middle of the night potty breaks, and I couldn't handle the massive change in depth perception or how my vision seemed compressed at the sides. Eventually I'll have to take the time to get used to them, but every time I put them on I feel motion sick. Eye makeup is always partially covered by the frames and lenses. Also, mascara will inevitably end up on the lenses. Your prescription may be 2 different kinds, 1 per eye, but you still will likely need to push your glasses so close to your eyes to see the tiny price tags and labels on products behind a store's counter. You have to get giant clunky safety glasses if they are needed at work, or pay lots of money for specialty glasses that can then fit the small plastic covers on the sides. Debris will still get past and the 2 sets of frames will squeeze your head. The eye exam involves a machine that will blow air into your eye, leaving you anxiously waiting for it to happen so you can be done. Also, the image of the house with the red roof amongst a green field and a light blue sky. 3 things. Watching 3D movies. Balancing 2 pairs of glasses. Just no. Your eyes getting seemingly worse, but it takes so long to get an appointment with an eye doctor. So there you are, not sure if your glasses are still strong enough. Such a pain in the ass. The joy when you switch from glasses to contact lenses. One of the best decisions in my life, although it also has its issue. I promise it's not as bad as it sounds. I was terrified about this exact thing. They'll give you something to help you relax. I got the giggles, and while I still felt anxious, I was able to get through it pretty easily. I'm super uncomfortable with anything near my eyes and super squeamish, but I'm so happy I did it. Day 2 I could see like I never had before. I was astonished that certain things had such intricate definition. LASIK worked brilliantly for me too. I absolutely love not needing glasses anymore. I couldn't get on with contacts. I had a detached retina in each eye, one before the LASIK and one after. The before didn't stop the LASIK working, but the surgery for the second did mess with my focal length a bit, and so took me back to some short-sightedness in that eye. The LASIK people suggested not correcting it again as it would be a harsher procedure the second time. But my sight is still masses better than it used to be, and I can still see well enough not to have to wear glasses. They would improve my vision, but not enough for me to need them. LASIK was the best thing I ever did for myself. I can't wear contacts, not for lack of trying, but they bothered my eyes so much. Plus I have an astigmatism in one eye, so special contacts for just the one eye, that I had to go back to wearing glasses. I'd love to be able to wear them, but the odds are definitely not in my favor. This year, I learned not to let your prescription lapse for years. We didn't have insurance for a long time though, so I had no choice unfortunately. I had such a huge change in my prescription that I had so much trouble seeing out of my new glasses, It wasn't just the typical 1 or 2 day adjustment period, it went on for weeks. They had to remake them a couple of times, thinking there was a defect in the material or something. I'll never make the mistake of going more than 2 years between prescription changes, though if I'm ever without insurance again, I'll probably have to take out a bank loan to pay for them. It's an inescapable fact of life. Once I was holding my nephew while he was very young and only just learning to control his hands. I could see that he was trying to reach for my glasses, which took him a solid 5 seconds of intense concentration. It was like watching a sloth reaching for a piece of fruit. Once he finally got his hands on them, he suddenly developed the hand-eye coordination of a seamstress who speaks sign language, and promptly broke them in half. There's a massive switcheroo about glasses. See, Adam ruins everything. Just got my exams yesterday. They paid 60 of the 80 for my exam, but not the extra tests the DMV required. I failed my vision exam renewing my license. They would pay up to $100 on non-designer frames and basic lenses. So even with vision insurance I use once every 2 years, they save me $160 out of basically $600 for the typical package. They'd cover medically necessary vision correction, which means I'm not blind enough, and I can use regular glasses, so fuck me. Fuck that. Pay the copay for the exam. Get glasses online for $50. At 31 years old, I have never seen myself without glasses. I literally have no idea what I look like in focus without them. Yes, I've seen a photo, but I have no concept of my face as a 3D object. Learning to dodge the steam cloud when opening the oven door, or, if you forget, resigning yourself to having to wait until you demist. The concept of having to carry spare pairs when on holiday, especially when driving, because without them you become stranded. I couldn't even catch a train home without help. BC, I couldn't read signs well enough. Any kind of environment where they can get greasy, without a way to clean them, you live in a soft focus fog. Enjoy. The world is divided into two. The framed in focus world and the peripheral out of focus world. The very specific noise they make when they fall off something in the dark. Once you know that noise, you know you're gonna spend 15 minutes patting the floor looking for them later, or asking someone with good vision to find them. The first task of the day is to locate your glasses. You can do this because they are on the nightstand right where you left them. If a friendly, helpful spouse decides to tidy up and moves them to, say, the windowsill, or on top of the bookcase, you will have to find them by blindly patting around the room. Ooh, look at me. I'm wearing /ruined Rascal's glasses. I'm ruined Rascal. I can't see anything. Can I get my glasses back? Don't you get a headache looking through this? Is this what the world looks like to you? No, you get far-sighted with my glasses while I am nearsighted. Okay, here you go. Puts glasses on the table, lenses touching table surface. I once likened it to taking a person's hearing aids when some random tried it at a bar. Is it that bad? Yes, it's that bad. You're literally taking away my main sense. She didn't even ask either. I just caught her hand sneaking up towards my face and knew what was up. Put a stop to that shit with my comment, and people around us were looking awkward. No shit, you're awkward. You were all fine to just watch it happen. A drunk man at a bar tried to take my glasses off my face because they're dirty. Let me clean them. I just said no, I'll get it. But then he reached for them. I screamed, very loudly, do not fucking touch me. I said no. Everyone got real quiet and his friends came to escort him away. I am a woman, and I did not know him. He later came and apologized. So that's good. I guess his friends gave him a stern lecture. Having to bear with the sun beaming into your eyes if you can't get prescription sunglasses or transitional lenses. I don't know if other people have this too, but I have an indentation on the bridge of my nose from my glasses which looks ridiculous. I also have indentation behind my ears. Repeatedly pushing your glasses up because it's loose around the ears or too low on your nose. Spending about 5 minutes cleaning the lenses to get all the smudges out, only to get them dirty again when going out. That is raindrops, dust, pollen, etc. Having the hairstylist show me if I want a certain amount of hair off, but I can't see cause I'm nearsighted without my glasses. Not being able to lay on your back or sides to relax or maybe watch TV because it might shift your lenses or feel uncomfortable. Contact lenses are a bitch to get out or even handle during the day if you have dry eyes/allergies. Doesn't matter how often I use a dropper, usually takes me 2 to 4 hours to get them both out. Feeling embarrassed whenever my glasses fog up when I enter the bus/train during the Canadian fall and winter seasons. This also now applies to wearing a mask. Might end up with a habit of scrunching your nose in order to readjust your frames. It was embarrassing when I noticed this around the time I started wearing contact lenses. The cost of frames. Thankfully there are cheaper online retailers now, but glasses were like $100 plus before, and still are if you get them from your optometrist's office or an eye retailer like Lens Crafters. Also, the fact that normal people can just see leaves? ? You guys are just out here, able to see individual leaves on trees all the time, and we only get to see them while our prescription is new. Let me introduce you to Zenny Optical, my friend. All you need is your prescription. Bite the bullet if you have vision insurance and get a fresh one. Make sure they give you your IPD, intrapupillary distance. Tutorial here. They normally don't measure that until they measure you for frames. That's the only number missing from your prescript for Zenny. Okay, so it takes 2 weeks or so to get a new pair. But if I have to pick between $500 LensCrafter glasses in an hour, and $50 Zennies, shit, half my comments in this post are Zenny commercials practically. More like the cost of lenses. I've been a glasses wearer for 30 years and can't see my face in front of my hand. Corrective lenses. A couple of years ago my sister had to get glasses to drive. She was actually pretty excited about it, and bought multiple pairs of stylish frames. Then she had the audacity to ask me why I just wear the one pair I bought 7 years ago. I had to explain to her that it doesn't matter how cheap the frames are, I cannot buy 5 pairs of glasses from Warby Parker because my lenses are like $400. Ear pain is the main reason I prefer contacts. I have Coke bottle glasses that won't fit in the frames and they're so heavy. After years of ear pain whenever wearing them, I finally just realized the fix. A couple weeks ago I took a hairdryer to the ends and re-angled the earpiece to be a bit straighter and away from my head. Kicking myself for not trying this years ago. I have no more pain. The complete array of power moves and gestures that glasses give you. Skeptical of some BS? Look over the top of the rims. Want to appear like you are taking something very seriously? Slowly take off your glasses with both hands while leaning back. Want to look vulnerable, endearing, while laughing? Smiling, push or touch the nose bridge with your pointer finger. Want to look studious or focused? Let them come down your nose a bit. The earpiece can often be gripped and dangled, when glasses are off, to show either thoughtfulness or playfulness. Obviously there's more. I have relatively high nearsightedness and my mother didn't believe I had a vision problem. I only wore glasses when I was a teenager. I don't think anyone who has ever worn glasses or who has worn them since they were children will understand the magic of seeing every hair on a person's head for the first time. And lights can be beautiful without glasses. They are much bigger. This was my first thought. Of course it depends on your vision. But if you're nearsighted enough you get soft focus mode for holiday lights, candles, city lights, etc. and impressionist painting mode for landscapes. Also, I can deal with spiders more easily when I can turn them from scary spiders into harmless dark spots. I do not know what it's like to wake up or shower with sight. I don't think I'll ever experience it, and no, sleeping or showering with glasses on is not an option. With -7 it is way too expensive to give it a shot. I've lived with terrible eyesight as a child without actually wearing glasses, which is incredibly unhelpful. It did give me spidey senses. I can recognize people by the sounds they make, voice being obviously the most dominant one. However, some people I can recognize with the sounds of their walk, the intervals between the steps, the heaviness of the walk, and I do think this is because of me not having sight for the first couple of years in my life. Even how they breathe. My grandma made this very specific breathing sound. I can remember it as it was yesterday. I'm scrolling a long way without finding many positives, so eye protection, decent shield from dust and wind in all light conditions, clear vision. 2020 is much sharper than some people think. It is a simple, low-maintenance accessory that dramatically improves the user's life. This is antithesis of modern product design, and the fact that so many people in the developed world would rather not see than wear them. Where have I seen this attitude recently? To non-glasses people, if you're hugging someone shorter than you who wears glasses, you're going to crush their glasses. Try to avoid contact with their head and be understanding if they're craning their neck to avoid you. It's probably not your bad breath, it's protecting their several $100 necessity. Astigmatism here. When you put them on, the world is distorted and it takes a minute for your brain to adjust. Then it looks normal. When I'm wearing glasses instead of contacts, my depth perception is trash. Peripheral vision is a bit compromised. In the wrong lighting, I can see my own eyes. The bridge of my nose breaks out. Not all headphones work well with glasses. Aside from fogging, the glasses amplify the ear pain of extended mask wear. I've taken to using ear savers. Sometimes there's a smudge and you're not near a good cloth and your shirt just spreads it. That frames fashion trends can be real nuisance. Good luck finding frames that look good if you have the wrong face at the wrong time. Like, right now, big round frames are in. Finding anything else is difficult. If you don't look good in them, they don't suit your personal style, or your lenses are too thick for those types of frames. Well, sucks to be you. Better luck 2-3 years from now. Fortunately, if you have quality frames you can have the lenses replaced instead of buying an entirely new pair. Question for the glasses wearers: how did you know you need them later in life? I've noticed a new light sensitivity and I'm having trouble reading things near and far, particularly white words. They're slightly blurry at times and I'm finding it difficult the past couple weeks to focus on them. I'm seeing spots or blurring of their lines. I went from seeing the whole word to having to focus and go letter by letter. My eyes also feel sore fairly regularly. Did an eye exam low and got 20/20 on that, so I don't think it's distance. If you've worn them for long enough, in my case since I was 2, not having them on feels like you lost a limb. No, just because I use glasses doesn't mean I can't see. I see things up close. My grandma sees things that's far away. Everyone talking about glasses makes me remember I have them on and am spending way too much time getting them just right, cleaning them and suddenly having everything be shinier. That one smudge in your field of vision that just won't go away. Losing them and having an existential crisis. Never take off your glasses in a fight. They give an advantage in a legal battle, since they clarify you as slightly disabled, at least where I'm from. Yes, I can see your hand. No, I can't read that. Yes, you're hosing up 3 fingers. I'm one of the lucky ones in that I can still see without my glasses. I just can't see small details or people's faces if they're more than 20 meters away. And people somehow always come up with the same question: if you can see 3 fingers a meter from my face, why do you need glasses? And the answer is so that I can read stuff. I can't drive without them. I can't watch TV without them. I can't look at a board without them. And I can't play games very well without them.